Hello everyone, I am Nipun Gulati, PGT Computer Science from Technia International School. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic topologies. Topology, the layout or pattern in which the nodes of a network are interconnected is called topology. It is the physical arrangement of a network that governs how the network's computers are interconnected to each other. Let's see the picture of network topologies. Types of topologies. There are a number of topologies like star topology, bus or linear topology, ring or circular topology, tree topology, graph topology, mesh topology, fully connected topology. Before we decide how and which topology we have to choose, there are certain factors which we have to keep in mind. The factors affecting the choice of a topology are cost. The installation cost of a network should be minimum. So, you should decide the topology for your network keeping in mind the budget. Flexibility. The topology should allow for easy reconfiguration of the network because the arrangement of network or infrastructure can change in an organization. Third is importance of work. The importance of work is an important deciding factor. We are using the network for what purpose, and network failure will lead to how much loss will let us decide the best topology suited for our network. The next factor is reliability. The topology we are using should allow us to detect the faults easily, and it should also provide a means of connecting or isolating the defective node so that our network can be reliable. The next factor is length of cable required. If the criteria of an organization is cutting the cost of cable required in setting up the network, a topology which requires small quantity of cable length can be chosen. Next factor is future growth. Every organization wants to grow. With the growth of the organization, the network should also expand. So, a topology should support network expansion. The last is the communication media. The type of communication media like wired media or wireless media which we are using for setting up the network also helps us in deciding the topology suitable for our network. Now, let's discuss the various topologies in detail. First is the star topology. The topology in which all the nodes of a network are connected to a central connection point is called a star topology. The central point or the network device can be a hub, a switch or a computer. It acts as the main server and the other nodes act as clients. This topology is used in most existing information networks which involve data processing or voice communication. Let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of star topology. The advantages of star topology are central control. Since there is only one central computer, hub or switch, the network can be managed from a central place. The next advantage is easy access for service. It is easy to access any computer in the network and reconfigure the network. The next advantage is ease in disconnection. If one computer in the network fails, the rest of the network continues to function normally. The faulty node can be disconnected from the network. Ease in problem diagnosis. We can easily find the faulty node in the network. The next is access protocols are simple. Since all the data is transmitted from one main server, so the access protocols are very simple. Now, let's discuss the disadvantages of star topology. Dependence on central node. If the central computer, hub or switch fails, the entire network goes down and all the computers are disconnected from the network. Difficulty in expansion. The central network device determines the performance and the number of nodes the network can handle. Large quantity of cable required. This is due to the reason that all the computers are directly connected to the central node. Moreover, it can have a higher cost to implement, especially when using a switch or a router as the central network device. Now let's discuss bus topology. The topology in which all the nodes of the network are attached to a single length of transmission medium, it is called a bus or linear topology. The single cable is known as the backbone of the network. It is mainly used in places where communication takes place from the host at one end of the bus with several terminals attached along its length. Transmission takes place in both the directions. There are terminators at both the ends of the bus which absorb the signals and remove it from the bus. Data is transmitted in the form of small packets from the source to the destination node. Now, the advantages of bus topology. There is ease in expansion. We can add more nodes at any point along the length of the network. Simple wiring layout. Only a single common data path connects all the nodes, so the wiring layout is simple. Small quantity of cable required. All the nodes of the network are attached to a single length of transmission medium, so small quantity of cable is required. Cost effective. Small quantity of cable is required, so the installation cost is reduced. Flexible architecture. The architecture of bus topology is simple, reliable and flexible. Now let's discuss the disadvantages of bus topology. Difficulty in finding faults. It can be difficult to identify the problems if the whole network goes down. It can be hard to find, troubleshoot individual device issues. Difficulty in fault isolation. The faulty node cannot be disconnected easily from the network. Repeater configuration required. Terminators are required at both ends of the main cable. Moreover, if the network has to be extended, repeaters and network reconfiguration will be required. Intelligent nodes required. Since the nodes are directly connected to the central bus, some means to decide which node can use the network at a given point of time must be performed in each node. Now let's discuss ring or circular topology. The topology in which each node is connected to two and only two neighboring nodes is called ring or circular topology. In a ring topology, packets are transmitted from one device to the next device until they reach their destination. Most ring topologies allow packets to travel only in one direction. So, they are called a unidirectional ring network. Ring topologies may be used in either local area networks, in schools, offices and smaller buildings where networks are smaller, or it can be used in wide area networks. Now let's discuss the advantages of ring topology. Small quantity of cable required. All the nodes of a network attached to two computers, so small quantity of cable is required. Reliable network. All data flows in one directional, reducing the chances of packet collisions and making the network reliable. Wiring closet space not required. A separate wiring closet space is not required because a single cable connects each node to its neighbor. Easy to use optical fiber cable. Data travels in one direction, so it is easy to use optical fiber in this topology. Moreover, data can transfer between workstations at high speeds. Now let's discuss the disadvantages of ring topology. Difficulty in finding faults. It can be difficult to identify the problems if the whole network goes down. It can be hard to troubleshoot individual device issues. Difficulty in network reconfiguration. The reconfiguration of the network is a difficult task in this topology. Network fails if one node fails. The entire network will be impacted if one workstation shuts down. Now let's discuss tree topology. The topology in which nodes are connected in the shape of an inverted tree is called tree topology. In tree topology, the elements are arranged like the branches of a tree. It is a combination of the star network topology and the bus topology. Tree topologies are frequently used to organize the computers in a corporate network or the information in a database. Let's discuss the advantages of tree topology. Ease in expansion. Tree topology is scalable as leaf nodes can be accommodated more nodes in the hierarchical chain. Network is unaffected if any one fails. Other hierarchical networks are not affected if one of them gets damaged. Easy to find faults. We can easily find faults and we can maintain the faults. Disadvantages of tree topology. Large quantity of cable required. Since many nodes are connected to each other, huge cabling is needed. Lot of maintenance required. Tree network is a big network, so a lot of maintenance is needed. Backbone forms the point of failure. Now let's discuss graph topology. The topology in which nodes are connected in a random way is called graph topology. A link may or may not connect two or more nodes. The advantages of graph topology are nodes are connected in random way, nodes are connected in arbitrary fashion. Link may or may not exist. There may or may not be a link between the nodes. Ease in expansion. More nodes can be added easily. Network is unaffected. Other nodes are not affected if one of them gets damaged. Now let's discuss the disadvantages of graph topology. Large quantity of cable required. Since many nodes are connected to each other, large quantity of cable is required. Lot of maintenance required. Graph network is also a big network, so a lot of maintenance is required. Now let's discuss mesh topology. The topology in which each node is connected to more than one node is called mesh topology. It is a network setup where each computer and network device is interconnected with one another. This allows for most transmissions to be distributed even if one of the connections goes down or fails. It is commonly used for wireless networks. Advantages of mesh topology. Fault in a network will not affect other network. A failure of one device does not cause a break in the network or transmission of data. Fault diagnosis is easy. We can easily find the faulty node. Strong network. It is a robust network. Expansion and modification is easy. We can easily expand and modify the network. Adding additional devices does not disrupt data transmission between other devices. Now, let's discuss the disadvantages of mesh topology. Large quantity of cable required. This network topology also requires long cable length. Installation and reconfiguration is difficult. Building and maintaining the topology is difficult and time consuming. The cost to implement is higher than other network topologies, making it a less desirable option. Let's discuss fully connected topology. The topology in which each host is connected to other host directly is called fully connected topology. A fully connected topology, complete topology or full mesh topology is a network topology in which there is a direct link between all the pairs of nodes. Fully connected topology has the following advantages. Fault in a network will not affect the other network. Fault diagnosis is easy. It is a strong network. The expansion and modification in the network is easy. There are certain disadvantages also. The large quantity of cable is required. Installation and reconfiguration is difficult. Cabling cost is more. So, that's end for today's lecture. I hope that you have understood the topic topology. Thank you very much.